Parshas Vayetzei. This is a shiur adapted from the shiurim of Moran Hagoyin Reb Nosson Tzvi Finkel, the Alta from Slabotka, Zecher Tzadik Levracha. To see this shiur, the written version of this shiur, please go to our website, yeshivakesatorah.org. The title of this shiur is Ends Do Not Justify Means. It says in the parsha that Yaakov Avinu was on his way to Haran, Vayetzei Yaakov, Be'ersheva Vayelech Chorona, and he lay down to go to sleep for the night, and he had a tremendous prophetic vision in this holy dream. V'hinei Hashem Nitzav Olav. Hashem was standing right by him in this dream. Vayoymar, and Hashem promised Yaakov Avinu, Ha'oretz asher ato sheichev oleha, the land that you are lying on, l'cho etnena uzarecha. The Rebbeinu Shalom promised Yaakov Avinu that this land will be his, for him and his children, and also how fruitful they will be. V'hoyo zaracha ka'afar ha'oretz, your children will be like the dust of the earth. Ushmarticha b'chol asher telech, I will protect you wherever you go. Ki lo e'ezovcha, I will not abandon you. Ad, I will not abandon you. So the tremendous promise, tremendous dream that the Rebbeinu Shalom himself was there, promising Yaakov Avinu protection for all generations to come, for you, Yaakov, and your children. The pasuk continues, Vayira Vayoymar. He awoke from this dream, and he said, Ochein yesh Hashem b'mokim hazeh. Indeed, Hashem is in this place. V'anochi lo yodoti, and I didn't even know. And Rashi comments, V'anochi lo yodati, and I didn't know, she'im yoshanti, and I didn't know, she'im yodati, because if I knew that this was such a holy place, lo yoshanti b'mokim kodesh kozeh, I would not have slept in this place. And the pasuk continues, he would not have slept there because it's a mokum kodesh, and it's osur to sleep in a mokum kodesh. Vayira, and he was afraid. He was afraid because he sinned. He sinned and he slept in a mokum kodesh. And the question is, Yaakov Avinu was afraid because he slept in a mokum, he did an avera. He slept in a mokum kodesh. And the question is, what's the avera of sleeping in a mokum kodesh? What's the avera? Comes along a Hagoyin, Reb Nosson Tzvi Finkel, the Alter from Slobodka, and he tells us that there is really no Iser. It's just a lack of derech eretz to sleep in a Mokem Kodesh. It's not nice. So the question is, what would we have done if we had just received such an incredible dream? Hashem will watch over us and we will be blessed and for all the generations to come. Wouldn't we have jumped for joy? And it doesn't say any joy whatsoever. Shouldn't the joy that Hashem spoke to him and Hashem promised him everything good, shouldn't that joy have eclipsed any fear that he might have, which is only a mere derech eretz? But possibly we see from here Yaakov's understanding of chet, of sinning. Even if the sin is not really that you transgressed a halacha, but a mere lack of derech eretz, that Yaakov was so afraid of it, and the simcha of receiving all those brachas and of Hashem Himself being there, this did not eclipse his tremendous fear of chet, his tremendous fear of even chet, which a mere breach in a lack of derech eretz. Incredible what his fear of chet was, and how much we should learn from here, that when it comes to sinning against HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we're not talking about sinning and being over an Isa de Rabbanan, or even an Isa de Araisa. We're talking about a mere lack of derech eretz. That itself stopped the joy that he definitely had at that moment of eclipsing his fear of chet. What it means, fear of chet. That's possibly the first thing we could see here. The next thing we could see from this Rashi said, "For Anochi lo yodati, I did not know that this was such a holy place, and that's why I transgressed." But look what Rashi explains, "For Anochi lo yodati, she'im yodati, if I would have known that this is such a holy place, lo yoshanti b'mokem kodesh kazeh, I would not have slept in such a holy place." He doesn't want to be over the chet. But Gewalt, how could he say, if I knew it was such a holy place, I wouldn't have slept there? Wouldn't have slept there? That means he was ready to forfeit all the brachas and all the Hine Hashem Nitzov Olav. He's willing to forfeit it all in order not to be over a mere breach in lack of derech eretz. So according to this, we might be able to learn a new halacha. That even if you have a great end to attain, what's that great end? The great end to attain is being blessed from Hashem for all generations to come. The entire Klal Yisrael. You have a great end to attend. Wouldn't it be rather? Wouldn't it been more logical to say that transgress, but don't lose out on those brachas. Don't lose out on those brachas. No. Yaakov Avinu is teaching us a new thing. Ends, you have the greatest end in the world. that Klal Yisrael will be blessed forever and ever, and the entire Klal Yisrael will be blessed, but you're still not allowed to achieve ends through breach in the means. Breaching the means. Our job in this world is to do things with proper means. Ends is not, ends cannot tell us what means we should use. You can't rob a bank and give it to tzedakah, give the money to tzedakah. To achieve an end, you might say you're allowed to do such a thing like that, chas v'shalom. But we see from here two things. We see, number one, that even a lack of derech eretz is a tremendous chet that Yaakov Avinu was so afraid of. And we also see that the ends, which were great ends here, cannot justify the wrong means. The Eibishter should help. We should be zeicha, to be afraid of chet, and to see that to live a life where ends do not justify means. We should be zeicha to this. Amen v'amen.